Pretty amazing. Really, really.
They're comfortable.
Super comfortable.
Super comfortable. I can't figure out how to wear socks to put them on.
Oh,
I liked it better without socks. They fit on better without socks, but
supposed to be
I feel like I can't wear them.
antimicrobial, so I think you'd be okay.
Ooh, cool. I feel like you can just throw in the wash and I just think you feel a little bit better. Hello. How's it going?
Well, you weren't here last night. Me and Logan were hanging out with you like 15 minutes ago.
Great prediction. Mr. Wrong. Yeah. Great way there.
Should we just get up there, or?
Yeah, you can go.
Well, I haven't.
Okay. Thank you.
We are live on YouTube.
Okay, no worries. I was like,
Okay.
cool. Yeah, you're like, these are my tickets. Right, right.
I'll try to remember that.
Oh, these are cool.
Yeah, those, I know. Are those for us to take home?
I mean,
No?
we'll talk.
You guys like the gifts.
Hey, who doesn't like fun stuff?
These are cool.
Like, gee, how many water bottles do you probably have in your house?
I don't even, too many to count. But you can never have enough.
Yeah.
You can never have enough.
Especially when they're like, I
I
like
know.
that matte
This is a nice.
color.
So I don't have one like this.
Yeah. Those are special.
It's a nice lead color.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's a nice neutral.
The neutral,
Yeah, it's
exactly.
nice. It's
Yeah.
like
Oh, yeah.
it's a good one.
If it's gone. Brandon, Logan.
Can you give us a whole, like, advertisement for it?
Love the way it feels
Yeah.
in my hand.
Nice, sleek feel.
Yeah.
Neutral colors. Can go with anything.
Lightweight.
Lightweight. Lots of water. Can you dehydrate?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I do want to start. Everyone wave to our fans on YouTube. We are excited to be back here. What feels like we were just here after the late night, but we're gonna kick it off. Coach, I guess just the emotions coming out of last night. Have you guys come down from that? How do you kind of switch gears and head into tomorrow?
I think, for us, we've been, I don't know, it's felt like this incredible happy surprise to be here. Our expectations were certainly to come in and play well, but we know how good the rest of the league is. We knew how good Salt Lake was. We knew how good Atlanta was, what a challenge it was going to be in both those matches, and to validate the work that these ladies have put in, to kind of, I don't know, see them play great volleyball down the stretch and close matches out and be absolutely clutch and make big plays in big moments. I don't know, it's just been so rewarding for me to see that from them and to see that for them and to have that, be our reality. And so, I mean, I was elated, as I'm sure they were. And now you kind of try to carry all the things that we did well and all the emotions that were positive for us that produced good outcomes. You try to carry those through, and then I think just refocus on what do we need to do tactically, how do we need to recover in the short day that we have, how can we rest as much as we can, and kind of, again, try to be at our best. We talk about it with this group, how do we be at our best mentally, physically, emotionally for every moment that we need to be there. And so we're going to prep the best we can and then dial in to be great tomorrow.
Open up to the room.
I'm sure you always believed that your team was capable of something like this, but was there any time, like maybe in the last few matches before here, where you thought, okay, I see something and it's possible?
I think definitely. I feel like I've seen glimpses, and we all have, of how good we can be throughout the season. There are moments where we are playing like the top team in the league. I think we've all spoken to it. We've had some unlucky breaks throughout the season, but I think it was Kat Bell mentioned at one point in the circle going into the fifth that every single person in that circle has played in a high-pressure, high-situation match. And so when I looked around, I was like, oh, we have this, because each and every one of us has. So I don't think there was ever a doubt. Obviously, there were moments where it was difficult, but last night I think just proved what we've all believed all along.
I know it's not easy, new coach coming in and buying into a new system, but a lot of changes, you can't make in a short amount of time. How have you guys bought into the new system and flourished in it? Anybody can go on that.
I think one thing we mentioned early on when that was happening was like with change, there's a lot of unpredictability in that. So the more we can just embrace those moments that are hard. And then something that I thought about a lot, and I talked one-on-one with some girls, is just like when you're trying to change habits, you're going to get worse before you get better. So that dip is normal and it's okay. And the other side of it's going to be a rise, and it could bring you higher. So I think we've just done a good job of staying patient. Like she talked about, like we had some tough breaks in that period of time too. Like it's just been a rocky season overall. And yeah, I think the commitment to the process was big for all of us.
Yeah, I'll say too, I think, there were a lot of drills where we're talking about more technical stuff. Chris was bringing in new stuff for us, and we really focused on that in those drills. But then I think she said it at some point in the season, when it comes to 6-on-6, let's just play volleyball. We've all been doing this for so long, and we know how to play volleyball, so let's just like compete hard, and it's going to work out in our favor at some point, which it has been.
Yeah, and I mean, I can't overstate the resilience that these guys have shown over the course of the season, and I think just everything they've been through, including me, it hasn't been easy for them for sure, and just the grit that they've shown through all of this has been remarkable, and I think it's showing up now in the way they're coming together.
Just to follow up on that, are there any tangible changes? I know you talked about the passing mentality, like we don't need a perfect pass, just a 3-point pass. Anything like that you saw them change immediately that resulted in more success?
I would say it hasn't been as immediate as you would think, like, yesterday we were doing that, today we're doing this, and suddenly things are different. It's been rather gradual. The thing that we've tried to introduce a lot is some simplicity into our tactics and let them go be great volleyball players. And rather than all these kind of rules and regulations for here's how we're going to operate, it's, hey, you know how to play volleyball, see the game, go execute. And along the way, they've adapted really well to that.
Carli, as a seasoned veteran who's feel like you've probably seen it all, the last 2 days, 3 out of 4 reverse sweeps, the number 5 playing the number 6. What do you make out of all that? And have you ever seen anything like that?
Honestly, it's funny. I was talking to Julianne after our Salt Lake match, and I hadn't really looked at the scores yet. And when I saw the full match, I said, I don't think I've ever seen a 5-set match, 2 points every single set like that, like on a scoreboard. And it's a testament to this league and how high level and who can take it every night. Like it's just up in the air all the time. Yes, I'm a seasoned vet. I feel like that's just like, hey, got some age on me. But yeah, I just feel like it's the game. There's momentum shifts all the time. Things can happen. I think the biggest thing is just staying in the moment, being as good as you can every time you have the opportunity. So I think our team's showing that.
Speaking of those 5-setters and the 2-point differentials, all season long that was kind of kryptonite for you guys, right? It was 5-setters weren't always coming out in your favor, but all of a sudden there's this switch that when the pressure's on in those moments, you were like, it's going to be us. Was anybody spearheading that mentality shift, or what was the difference in those moments when you feel the pressure come in and you don't back down?
Man, I don't know. I think we've just been in that situation so many times this season that it just felt like our time to kind of push everything aside and just figure it out. I think Kat said it last night as well. It's like, we're here, might as well just do it. We're in this moment where we push into a 5th set, might as well just go out and give it our all. And I think that's kind of the mindset that we've had the past 2 nights is we're down 0-2, might as well try our hardest and go out swinging. And I think that's kind of the mindset we're going to continue to have going forward. And again, it's worked out pretty well in our favor so far.
All 3 of y'all are founding athletes for Love. What are y'all's emotions going into this championship game? Y'all all get to be a part of it, and just seeing the season all come together and come to fruition.
Yeah, I think we've all joined the Love train at different points of our career and different points of the last couple of years. But I guess just speaking for myself, it's been really cool to be a part of something that is trying to champion women's sports. Obviously, women's sports is having a big moment right now, so to be at the forefront of that. I think the last 2 games, not only ours, but the games before us, provided so much entertainment, hopefully to grow this game. But I think just moving forward, just knowing that at the end of the day, like, all of this is bigger than all of us. Like, obviously, it's really cool to win these games and to have these moments, but hopefully we're setting the stage and the standard for what's to come for this sport.
It's freaking perfect. Also, there's so much work has been done behind the scenes to make this happen, and it's a long time coming for those of us that committed early on, and just feel really grateful to be here in this moment and to be doing it with these girls. The work we've put in, the league is showing really great things for the future for women's sports, for our youth. So I'm just really grateful and excited. Yeah.
They said it best. I'm just excited to be here, especially with like you guys. It's cool to be back in America playing with people you looked up to and being teammates with them, getting to do it right beside them. So thanks for what y'all have done. Y'all have helped us get to this point too. And so yeah, it's just really cool to see all the generations come together and then get to build something for the next generation. So I'm excited for tomorrow.
I have to ask Chiaka about, feels almost like a Texas, Nebraska.
Right, how do you feel?
Some parallels, 2015 when you played Justine Wanderantes in the championship, right? With Molly McCage. Can you, anything about that rivalry, that you feel like we can kind of have it a little bit here? It feels like Omaha, Nebraska versus Texas here.
I know. I feel like it's an spoken underlying layer there. Like, everyone knows it, but no one's really talking about it. But, I mean, in all honesty, like, playing against Justine, playing against a lot of those girls, I'm sure you have too, like, it's a long-standing rivalry because the programs have been so good and also the fan bases have been really good. So, honestly, if there was 2 teams to be playing in the finals, I feel like the fan bases really deserve this too. And then also just to speak to them, we talked about our adversity. I think they've been through a lot too in their season. So I think it's really cool that 2 teams who have kind of gone through it the most this season are playing in the finals. I feel like it's really deserving.
Rivalry runs deep.
Yeah.
That's right.
Take a couple more.
For any of you guys, was there any one specific thing that was impactful for you that Chris did when he came in that resulted in positive change?
Yeah. I mean, I can answer.
I don't know. I'm like, where do
Yeah.
we start?
You're like, yeah, no.
It's like, where do we start?
Yeah. I mean, one thing for me is I think he took the time to like have individual meetings, like video sessions with all of us, and just kind of break things down. I feel like I hadn't gotten like a lot of like kind of like technical coaching so far in the season, and I think he broke some stuff down for me and really helped me like in my passing game. So yeah, I think that was something really great that you did, and I think we all really benefited from that, and have all like individually grown as players over the past few weeks because of that. So good job.
Right.
All right.
Yeah.
Hey, Chris.
Yeah.
I know.
Right.
I think Molly had said it in a previous press conference, just like it's a shame that like we didn't have him sooner, just because I feel like the clarity that he provided kind of helped a lot of us settle into our own game. It felt like before a lot of us were maybe playing bigger than our role, bigger than what we needed to. So just having him here provide clarity, instruction, direction allowed all of us to just be volleyball players, and that's it.
I think the simplicity and making things simple and letting us play free is a big piece too.
It's a lot of overthinking.
You're welcome.
I've love it. Big Chris.
I'll use that one.
Are we good?
I'm good.
Awesome. Well, thank you all. Get some
Thanks.
rest. We'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you. Thank you guys.